Cashmere has always been the epitome of luxury. A well-made cashmere sweater is like a fine wine, lasting a lifetime and even improving with age. Despite mass production in factories in the Far East and the Indian subcontinent driving the price and quality of cashmere down, one company is determined to continue producing cashmere of the highest quality. Victoria Stapleton was brought up in Scotland, and when she established Brora in 1993, drew inspiration for her designs from the Scottish countryside's vivid palette.
Cashmere had been very dull up until that point. It was a real luxury. It was behind glass doors in shops, in plastic bags, and generally in very safe shades. And I think the first thing that seemed natural to me was to take all these beautiful Scottish colours that were so often used in all the tweeds and translate those into cashmere.
But Scotland provides Victoria with more than just inspiration. The borders of Scotland have a rich history in textiles, stretching back well over 100 years. There was a mill in nearly every town in the borders, producing knitwear of the highest quality. Many of those mills have long since closed, but this one in Hawick is as busy as ever. It's here that every one of Brora's cashmere sweaters, cardigans and accessories is made using a mix of traditional and modern manufacturing techniques, but of course always with the very finest raw material.
The Made in Scotland label, whilst it may have lost its tarnish over the years because there's less production of anything here, like Scottish whisky, associated with the soft waters of Scotland, the hills, the streams, the paysage, very, very important in the client's eyes, and I think you can't underestimate it.
Manufacturing in Scotland may not be the most cost-effective solution for Brora, but as far as Victoria is concerned, the gains far outweigh the losses. Whereas many brands, in search of large margins and quick profit, manufacture in China or Bangladesh, Victoria's relationship with James and the mill in Scotland is at the heart of what Brora is about. And in a practical sense, manufacturing in Scotland allows her to respond quickly to sudden demand for one particular garment or experiment with small product runs.
We can make pieces which I would call more sort of press pieces. We can make pieces that are not that commercial, but they're great and they're really amusing and they're very fashiony, and the magazines will love them and they'll go on a product page in a magazine. But, you know, we might only sell 10 of them, but we wouldn't make more than 10 of them.
I love it when I get a call, usually around about October or November when there's a cold spell, and Victoria will ring me probably on a Friday evening at 10 o'clock and say, we've just had a huge call off for wrist warmers in the stripy magenta with rose blue, rose pink, and I need 500. How quickly can you do them? And you know, we know we've got 4 weeks to Christmas, and if we don't do it in 2 weeks, we'll miss. And we do it. And those are the sort of challenges that this business actually thrives on, because that's very difficult to replicate if you're down a supply chain that's going to take 3 months by sea from Timbuktu, China or Bangladesh or wherever else.
Brora has 3 main sales points: telesales, the website, and, in selected cities across the UK, high street shops, the most recent of which is in Edinburgh. Via these 3 platforms, Brora customers give their thoughts on product, which are then fed into the design process.
We get that feedback and we listen to it very intently, because then the customer comes back and says, you know, I asked you for jumper dresses and now, you know, you've made them. So, and there are certain things that really the customer has made us, you know, a good profit on something because we've listened to what they wanted. And actually the cashmere jumper dress was a very good example. And the winter we did it, it was our best-selling piece.
It's a strategy that helps position Brora as a boutique brand, occupying the retail vacuum between high street and high end.
We don't want to be mass market. We would lose the very essence of what Brora is to many people if we try to develop the business that way. Similarly, we don't want to position ourselves at the absolute top luxury market. It needs to be affordable. It also needs to be affordable to very many different people, different age groups as well.
To reach these different age groups, Brora has expanded its range. Cashmere may be the foundation on which the company is built, but today Brora sells shirts and skirts, trousers, jackets and shoes in a variety of fabrics and almost all British made.
Because cashmere is a warm item, it's more appropriate for the winter months. So because we've been able to develop a wide range of garments in linens and cottons, dresses, skirts and trousers, not only has it brought to us a new range of customers, it's also introduced customers to lower price points within our range.
With over 50% of sales now being non-knitwear products, it's given Brora's creative director a new lease of life.
It's kept my sort of creativity really sort of buoyant and excited, because obviously I've been, designing knitwear and cashmere accessories for an awfully long time. So it's so nice to have this new side of the business. It really feels like the business is complete.
A testament to Brora's success is that it's recently moved into brand new offices in Stevenage. It's proof that in the sometimes avaricious world of fashion, a strategy built on long-term sustainability can bring real business benefits. But it's also testament to the single-minded determination of the woman at the company's helm.
In the fashion world, to have a leader who knows what the market wants, knows what her market wants, and can translate that into styles and colours that are wearable up to the minute is incredibly important. It's a rare gift.